All right, Crockett 36. Here we are, next turn. So the Italians just went. So in this game, we have incredible mobility. So you will notice that the Italians, we started with a setup. 97 did not exist. It all moved to 95. And so then he invaded Greece. He's got 2 infantry there, a tank. He took possession of Bulgaria, which is 4, 5, it should be 5, I think. And then he moved a troop. That was it. The infantry, artillery, and anti-aircraft by rail into Romania. He's got 3 infantry from southern France and Slovakia. He's got 2 infantry, 2 artillery, a tank in Yugoslavia. Just the Balkans are done. He only has 1 infantry, 2 fighters, and a bomber in southern Italy. And I have no transports. So, and then only a, I believe this was a mech. There's supposed to be a mech there. Sorry. There it is. Okay, so there's supposed to be a mech right there. Let's see if I can get that out real quick. An Italian mech that's supposed to be northern, as well as a anti-aircraft. And then, in addition to all that, he has a sub. I put him in Spain. That British sub was last reported seen in 96, but that Italian sub is into the wind. It is under the water. We don't know where it is. It started off in 95, so with it could be anywhere except 99 and except 93. It could be in 91 actually. 1, 2, 3. So we just don't know where it is. It's off board. So that's an experiment we're trying. So what are the Russians going to do? Such a huge German Navy. The navies are staring at each other with air bases on each side. Cleared the Atlantic. So what are we going to do? We are going to contribute to the Atlantic, the fight for the Atlantic. We don't think he's real serious about the Eastern Front yet. So we're going to buy 3 subs. And we're also going to do a tank and a mech to help out Egypt, and then 3 infantry for Moscow, the battle for Moscow. So what are we going to do? We have a deal that we would give ore in exchange for permission to pass through. So I'm assuming he's going to let me pass through. I still got to ask him though, but 1, 2, 3. This would be me passing through if he gives permission. If he doesn't, the ore doesn't flow. In other words, he doesn't get that bonus. So this sub, the Russian sub here, comes off board and goes to Spain as the Russian sub that's off board. It has to be 3 in that territory or 3 away from that territory. Nuts. Okay, what else? So we are going to do a traditional drawback to Belarus, and I'm going to choose to go south of those, and south of those, and into here. And south with those. He does have the ability to hit Novgorod, but there's going to be 5 units in there. And then Archangel. And then these guys are going to come down here. These 2 are moving over here to Kazakhstan. These 2 are coming down here. I suppose they're going to Kazakhstan as well. And then the aircraft are actually going to go up to Karelia or Novgorod. And that will enable them to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they would be able to actually participate in the battle for the Atlantic. And then we have some railing to do. So these can rail places They can rail 3 away. So then the question is, where do they want to go? These guys can rail right up to here, and they can. This one can rail here, and this one can rail here, and then over here, these guys can go down here too to Novosibirsk, and we're going to move this Leningrad factory right away. 1, 2, and this Ukraine factory as well. 1, 2. And this Volgograd factory is going to go 1, 2 to Novosibirsk. So they don't produce anything this turn. Up here, this one goes 1, 2 to Buryatia. This one goes forward to post up here. 1. And then one of these units is going to go all the way back to Moscow by rail. And that would be a pretty simplified Russian turn. So let's place the units. We'll place 3 subs off of Novgorod. We'll place these 2. Oh, we did want to place those there, didn't we? I don't think he's bringing me in the war anytime soon. I will hold off on that. I'll hold off on moving that and place those 2 there. This gets me there a little close faster. And then these 3 go into Moscow. All right, let's do a recap. If he allows me to go through, these this cruiser and sub would be in 112. And 3 subs are in Novgorod. Now they're obviously off board. But they're in Novgorod. Actually, do you have to even tell they're in Novgorod? Okay, so then I have 2 fighters, a diver, and 5 infantry in Novgorod. And then in here we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 infantry, 1 artillery, and 2 anti-aircraft in Belarus. Down here we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 infantry and 2 aircraft, artillery, and 2 anti-aircraft in West Ukraine. There's 3, 4 infantry in Moscow. There's a tank and a mech in Stalingrad, tank and a mech in Caucasus, tank and a mech, and 2 infantry in Kazakhstan. 3 mech in Novosibirsk, a factory that's been moved to Vologda, factory that's been moved to Tambov. 3 mech in Buryatia. And then this ends up being 15, 16, 17 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft in Amur. And that is turn 1 Russia. Quick update. That is Zhukov. And he is in Amur. And that was actually historical that he started out and had a pre-war fight with the Japanese. This dice right here represents Kesselring. Smiling Albert Kesselring. Kesselring. And then this is Arthur Balmer Harris for the British. And we have to come up with the Chinese. Are the Chinese getting generals? I'm not sure.